Hello student friends, welcome to this session. One of our subscribers requested to do a video on this topic, training and development. So before that, please subscribe our channel and ring the bell icon. So, training is expensive, without training is more expensive, said by Jawaharlal Nehru. So our first Prime Minister of India has said that training is expensive. If you don't give the training to your employees, it will be more expensive. Training is a process of learning a sequence of programmed behavior. It is the application of knowledge and gives people an awareness of rules and procedure. To guide their behavior, it helps in bringing about positive change in the knowledge, skill, behavior and attitude of employees towards the requirement of the job and organization. Thus, training bridges the difference between job requirements and employees' present specification. As training is a short-time process utilizing systematic and organized procedure by which non-managerial personnel acquire technical knowledge and skill for a defined purpose. According to Del S. Beach, training is an organized procedure by which people learn knowledge or skill for a defined purpose. Whereas Edwin B. Filippo says training is an act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. So here, training helps to increase our knowledge, skill and our performance to do a particular job. Training helps employee to do their current job, whereas development helps the individual to control future responsibilities. So here, training helps to do your current job, whereas the development helps an individual to control future responsibilities or further responsibilities what he are going to do in the organization. So training helps to bridge the gap between the existing skill and the required skill. So here, existing, what skill, knowledge and attitude you have, and what is the required skill, knowledge and attitude you required in an organization. So why we need training? We need training to match employees' specification with job requirements and organizational need. So what is employee specification, what is the requirement of job and what are the organizational need? So here an employee specification may not be exactly suit to the requirement, whereas the job and organizational irrespective of the past experience, qualifications, skill, knowledge. But as an organization, as an employee, when you are working, training will fill these gaps by developing a module that employs skill, knowledge, attitude, behavior will improve. To tune this for job requirement and organization need, we require training. Technological advances. Every organization, in order to survive and to be effective, should adopt the latest technology, that is mechanism, computerization and automation. So here, every organization needs the technology alone does not guarantee success unless it is supported by people possessing required skill. So organization should train the employees to enrich them in areas such as technical skill and knowledge from time to time. Organizational complexity. So here, with the emerging or increasing of mechanism, increasing of day-to-day activity, as an organization complexity, companies continuously search for opportunities to improve organizational effectiveness. So training is responsible for such of the plan, change and effectiveness in an organization. So with the emerging and increasing of mechanism and automation, so the organization should see that the extension of operation to various regions of the companies has been complex. So here we need to be effective and implementing the program of effectiveness as the organization required. So change in the job assignment. Training is also necessary when the existing employee is promoted to the higher level in the organization, and when there is some new job or occupation due to transfer. Training is also necessary to an old employee with the advanced discipline and techniques or technology to be learned by the old employee. Then human relationship. Human relationship trends in approach towards personal management have changed from the community approach to partnership approach, crossing the human relationship approach. So training in human relationship is necessary to deal with human problem and to maintain human relationship. Methods or techniques of training. So on-the-job training and off-the-job training. On-the-job training deals with job instruction training, coaching, understudy, mentoring, job rotation, apprenticeship. Whereas off-the-job training deals with lectures, discussion method, demonstration, case study, brainstorming and field trip. So let's see on-the-job training. The first thing on-the-job training is job instruction training. So JIT is a procedure for training employees one-on-one. It involves an orderly period of instruction provided by a designated trainer, someone familiar to the job task, as well versed in training techniques and aware of the learning process. So here in this, the trainee performs the task again with coaching from the trainer, and trainee perform the task without coaching but immediate feedback. Any problem the trainee has with task performance can be spotted quickly and corrected immediately. Coaching is an activity of guiding a manager by a senior one. Employee coaching is the process of providing employee with the training they need on how to do their job and feedback on their performance. And directive process by a manager to train and orient an employee to the realities of the workplace and to help the employees remove barriers to optimum work performance. So here in coaching, this method of learning by doing, a feedback is also taken by the coaches. Advise, make necessary suggestion and give direction to the trainee executive for his growth and development. Understudy. So understudy technique is similar to coaching, with the difference that the department manager may pick up and one individual for him from his unit to come for his understudy. Understudy is basically the person who replaces any staff in their absence. So understudy training is a process in which superior instruct the staff by considering them as an understudy. So the staff then learns from the senior by observing and experiencing to handle day-to-day tasks. Such training finally makes the staff ready to handle full responsibility by his or her own way. So this understudy work with the mentor on the daily basis to learn how the job is done. Next comes mentoring. So mentoring is about teaching and learning. It plays an important role in learning new knowledge and skill for human beings. A mentor is a guide who can help the mentee to find the right direction and who can help them to develop the solution, and this helps skill and general conveyance in such a relationship for the more experienced person. Job rotation. So job rotation is a very good method of transforming a functional specialist into a generalist executive. The job rotation refers to transfer of a manager from one job to another, from one department to another, and from one section to another in a planned manner. So this job rotation may be horizontal or vertical. The horizontal job rotation is a lateral transfer, while vertical is a promotion. Apprenticeship. So apprenticeship is formal agreement between an individual who wants to learn a skill and an employer who need a skilled worker. Apprenticeship training is an earning while learning arrangements for a required term of the job training. So of the job training, first one is lecture method. So it is very popular and simple method. The concept, idea, theory, principle are explained through lectures. Large number of trainees can be taught at once, and it is very cost effective. So here it is a direct time saving, low in cost method of explaining and presenting a viewpoint on any problem or subject of the trainees. Discussion method. So this method use a lecture to provide the learning with context that is supported, elaborated, explained or expanded on through intersection both among the trainees and between the trainer and the trainee. So discussion method involves two-way communication between the participants, and in the classroom situation an instructor and trainees all participate in discussion. So during discussion method, the instructor spends some time listening while the trainee spends some time talking. So this can achieve high level knowledge objectives such as problem solving and principle learning. Next comes demonstration. So demonstration is a physical display of the outline or a substance of objects, or even for the purpose of increasing knowledge for such objectives or events. Demonstration involves showing what or showing how. So when new products and being introduced, then demonstration are excellent. Case study. So under this technique, the case study based on actual business situation are prepared and given to the trainees. Manager for discussion and arriving at a proper decision. Managers are given opportunities to find out the learned problems and suggest them alternatives to tackle them. So in this case study, these techniques helps in improving the decisions managing skills by making analytical judgment. Then comes brainstorming. So the method was first popularized by Alex F. Osborne in a book called Applied Imagination. Brainstorming is one of the training method, the only method in recent time which attempts at developing creative ability through experience in a formal setting. So here in this, we can come up with new ideas in a session, but also spark off from association with other people's idea by developing and reframing them. Field trip. A field trip or a field work in the field is a journey by a group of people to a place away from the normal environment. This purpose of the trip is observation for education, non-experimental research, or to provide students with experience outside their everyday activities. So here in this field trip, it enables the participant to interact with a real field setting or situation, leading to direct learning. So dear student, here we have completed about training and methods of training.